Asawa kwaba stronko ediba spices of love so enyumre yatina say eba be bobo enkomo ede afaya kase dada setinemu oba ene be ma say ya kasa yesi gay ni lesbian yan jintum wa ha ye ne oba ne be ma betina be ma nso ne oba betina de emu ya wo ho emu de nso e wo honom enu nti yatina sisi eba be din kuma na se mpo bibi sesi a wo hu kwan a wo de ebe faso na enyumre wa utimi ho se enimo no asesa kakra me producer nana kwakudia oni ha se ai ote akra na ne o se o mamu nhwe na nime sanse wa kama ne ring no so amfa mba eno ntia mo be ka ho asem eno nti ne o se on tina se no de nchi am obibia especially Mr. Crunchy and afin so Reverend Jima ai baby a wo bia no ye chia Counselor Mrs. Benis Arthur also ye chia baby obi akono ba ya wonso odie eka hom enwe atena sia na ye ni Owura Jona Amoa ono eye fertility expert na ye ne eba bedin koma na afin so di ya a ono eye beautician meni omo na eba bedin koma na enwe atena sia ye ba behwe how long should one date before marriage ai ye ba behwe kwan tenti ahia na woso ne nipa ne so bitimi hu obosu miensa pe oso aye no ade bibre na ase edudu ensudabi onimdo hu won hu mini mpenifo ba bedin komo ne ahwe ade ko a ye hu wo emma ene mema ho eno ne be mo agina tum se nipa wedi wo se me ye ne ntem ko no ade nyesa obi besna chi no ede no efrem se me wi a na me de letter to obi doba kakrata to ede ama wana pe se me de no nwotwe ba ye de si na de wo bia no atimi ato aso ede ama se me de me nsemre san se ebre no kodada mo fa nchen onim se mfidi ede adwuma de bubu na ni sa ade na ne wo se epe mo to bi ma no na koma etimi eto ne ye medi ni obi doba na ekya adoma nwumre bia dru kwesi adade a me na mte akonwa kesie ma medi chia me na spice of love no me dane the spices ni bia rewrem se de be betu hia na wan kasa woten so ho se bibi ehyemo na me nse ho kra de ma me mama bidwa kwa kwa ba na enwumre de ho no yemfa enhyehyɛ so emfa so mo kwa ba de ba enwumre spices of love so I show you about okay enwumre me no wa asemo o professional I say edenti we wo mse ye enwumre ye ba bedi nkoma na so ye mienu no ye pese ye hu ne enti a o fa ho no
well bibia interest
mo adwuma no sen
okay yeah and say mo ai bia mo pemba mo pemba and I say I want a catering ye bo ma parents we mo
but so don't say rewra
say bad say was say yes I have to do it.
Oh ni na ye say the baby
exactly
me Judy I am about I am about me watch enwume atena sia ye ba behwe kwan tenti e wo se oba ne bema omotena bema de mo hwehwe wo ye ho ansa na mo ase ye pe ene atena na how long e wo se mo ne atena ansa na waka kire oba ne se de be hu wo no hu die wo se mitimi ekoye ne ho ade na otimi e ba bembia bebre na so timi ne omo tena na so ntimi nkowi awade nti ansa na nwumre ye discussion ne be kwa wi ye be hwe se den na disane ma no eba na ye be hwe ase no ladies first party o se me ko kane emema mo na titu bibia gina mo na so amoka se ehura ehuru edum so a edum edin na mo hwe e wo emma ho a wo de se ne pekra ansana abedane
well I have three principles basically. Okay. Bibiano something man was it be attractive obi and silent pakona then what bang the other party
no for na
oh it could be an idea attracting no what I say obi o say bi o buy 10 gram obi o kind of thing any nimo say na chio whatever the color you can just voice alone can just attract the person so it's a what I say the first air attraction the attraction in a big determines we take a relationship to the next level. I feel that so maybe ever. Ubia ya wo to ebusua mu a upeke certain principles from ebusua no. We are traditionalist o. Depending on e bia wo ye bia no, upeke principles if we ebusua ni. We are bema sometimes I wish the way I be papa I handle umamia. You sometimes with me I pick certain things. If you're handling the fire, you pick certain traits from there. It's also now they call usushia or baby when you know oh she share some of the traits in your mother. ABI ma or papa and the one I say be oh she sanya money be in that woman. So you see the lady now open one basically like your mother figure to start with. You see, so something must first attract you towards a person, then you build from there.
Papa. Dear, Yanso, Yan, Yeti, Akunya, Mombejina, then your more common seminar, Miss Ye, Brew, your beauty, and some peosa. A dear, I am man, and so, yes, free man, and 1 month, and ya 2 or more to Nadania.
Okay, the big time, which I should phone you now. Lovely student and a beautiful pride. Okay, if our question I'll be Simon or many opinion. It's a bear about Shabema or say winning it now a long time. Maybe 6 months, 1 year. And you know, Emma put me this stage, you know. And who say, oh, these are some figures I'm here, I won't bear me more. And I think say he's okay for me. Now, so for say I wish you know not in terms so okay for lemana. Ayana, yeah, take a time to look at the behavior of the person in it. Well, now it's you know, I call you any issue, any depression. It's you know, kakra meets me a car for
Okay, it is only will be fast than 4 crowns, Anna. A best so pen, a be at Usha, how many months, how many years? And I was say, will be far than 4 crowns, and I was so pen.
6 months to a year is okay.
Okay, just down for say, only Panam.
Munam to say dating as on a raw 6 months to a year. I think it's okay.
Yeah, 2 years.
1 year.
2 years.
2 years is too much.
Hey. Okay, we might share my brow. So, yeah, share also opinion on how long I was there. Next level.
Maybe the timelines. Yes. Yes, you see, the Uhunipano. Like I see them here. Ubia build certain principles from home.
Okay.
We share Nipano. And in the shortest possible period, either a week or 2, you see those principles you want in a woman or in a man, in that individual. Simplicity, you don't have a problem. You don't need to drag that relationship. You see, there make kind of principles. Who was the same principles? Look, be a why you say okay, or no, maybe I have 5 principles or 10 principles. I will show a particular individual man and I want to settle down with the person. You meet a person in a short period. The attraction started basically. In the course of it, say one. You see the issue is that sometimes when it comes to female-male relationship, the media thing that most parties think they say senepe. And I'm a boy. But sometimes they're purely platonic or attractive. But you've gone in the on that basis you have not even proposed. What do you say? Maybe cry on the corner house also need your but also because most in a certain man they can't even say it. Gradually they are beginning to find their voices to say it,
Okay.
But on that platonic level, that's a wash. You see, at that level, most of them just give themselves off easily because now again, as we say, this is where probably you might be. But so immediately now go proposing that sort of thing. Obviously, obia or be on the base you. They make out to myself. But the appearance first or the attraction you move in on a platonic level. I say, oh, yeah, one or two things, I say, oh, she's a friend, that sort of thing. Okay. Then gradually we'll say, if you are very confident in a way. Because Nini also say, if you're beating me proposal, actually one day in Inti. Who say she's giving off her all, basically, or his all. Gradually. So what I say. Okay. Then also know maybe I would and what attracted you towards a person was because if you're in your bed and ever settle. Also yeah, the whole pick your point. Basically from there, which should be in line with your principles as set by you, by the person you want to settle down with. What do I say? In this banner say more yeah, a friend is saying now most of your principles are to me such marriage, such relationship, you don't drag it too much. But I don't drag here.
Okay. We want not
I could say, oh baby, I be a work in the pen. I catch her say, Nicodream.
Is it a dream will be a more?
I think Ocodream, who down with you now, baby, for us, I didn't know that, down with you. What do I say? Okay. Basically, for me, depending on whatever a year you have or you cultivated from your own home or your environment, I will share the power in my baby. Never on my why not? You go ahead. Oh yeah, man, chip piece out.
I know your man who in time. And your man now should know who
my dear from afar. Almost close to 6 months. And Sakra and me to an more. Oh, okay. Even as a friend.
And also bois. And also bois.
And I had been able to do almost close to 12 years.
Oh wow. Okay, that's all. Miss Dia, if share, say Nipano, I promise you. One on the ring, guys, I was show boss say, and Chibia, may own one dear, and channel. How long should it take? And son and Nipan waiting acquire one day. With the film production, Abba promise you, was shock, however, when it does so.
Okay.
Nipanama promise. How long was it taking? Why any pan one day?
Oh, so with me, I'm a promise ring there at least 2 weeks to a month. Yeah, with me, I was okay with
one day. Oh dear, no. Hey,
yes, now you yesterday, who I may who say, if I saw worry me, or if I saw worry me, what the promise ring, I shall miss. Okay, I was there 2 weeks to a month. No,
what's me the
other boy home in the worry.
Okay, what can Simbiama a basic so we study Obino. I was only in panets now, or what's any panention waiting they are studying and say, and near my bay. My bells no betting they are study of your home, San is Subano, and so she be a honor, and I say,
okay, to me, no, yeah, not. And we have a bridge and say, yeah, what's nani panosono. And no never my ye who panoni subine a brava or yede. But I think that is not the best answer. We are very smart enough. You can study the person from afar. You can casa the near said you see funny before I said you see far air active over a before no any one or two be. I think say as every woman you need to be smart when it comes to dating aspect.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, no, found what's about cotton in panel so and I say why drink so be when the head and your baby be a more who say nipa way. And I may medical a be said that he say a be an any panode and near money be SCA. Where then way is any more winning a place and say my dear. Ya the nisi be ma we so say me person ware me ha ye si niema ye no ka ho na ware me wi a but how do I know I wanted to be it's young shows and if I were bad then why studies are near my way now?
So far as open panel, our officer one in a bobra, definitely you love to study the person. Oh, you one cause I would to me would me tranquilo. Like me, for instance, meet me, I shall wait before just like that. There's no reason. Me person me who said yeah, because a couldn't area definitely a better for them. It's me person me who if it's a no, if it's a no, me share me couldn't before me reaction then or be booming or be crow me as I can before ne ho and I say a be kwa or police station. So and no na me to me there may use
okay. Okay, what's it? Mr. Me pache share medical standard but me pay a long distance relationship. So then now can say obeti me ahwe near maybe a boy cry once in a while be no obeba na osanko obakra one down for no ko. It is any pay a one no montam e wasan. Kwan ben so ana me hu say any pay me suban.
I think that's one of the principles. I for one, I barely do not share. Normally, well, I maybe entertaining long distance relationship. It's fine. Every relationship is built on trust, right? But trust, there's always a thin line between trust and discomfort, right? If there is a gap, depending on the distance,
We are
Kumasi and crying. I say, ultimate for playing. When it comes to long distance relationship, I'm very much skeptical. I will urge say, you don't go in all out if it's a long distance relationship. Oh, not necessarily. not necessarily. You see, A, B, Sebio, it will be paying one. Sometimes your whole background, be experience, be what they say. Sebio, Ubi on pay video calls. Nowadays, or be our partner or a video call just to know the environment, the surrounding you are in. And I'm a boy. Yes, baby. But A B so you may be now we are a very discreet.
Okay.
I say that should have been okay. And I say, baby, I want your phone's cry. Would you go office and I say, baby, sir, because we hear you, man.
Okay.
If trust, if it wavers, most of the person begins to have some form of discomfort. Or twice, thrice, one for pay. Now return the call pay, you are in trouble. You understand that?
Okay.
Do not augur well. One, physiologically, one can say, wow, whatever is your heart matters and your cardiac issues and those things in your wow. One here at some point in time, you'll be moving into anxiety, depression, and other things can set in. So now, actually, there is nothing happening. Okay. But you begin to imagine things because of your past, and as a BB at open.
Okay.
What do I say? So when it comes to long distance relationship, for me, I'll urge people to take it with a pinch of salt. It is a bar up, say the see ya. You don't get surprised.
Okay.
Already now, why are you doing that? In the bar, you are cool and calm. You're able to take the shock. Exactly.
Okay.
Then you know the way forward.
Yeah, listen about Mr. Crunchy. I say 5 years. Are you okay?
5 years. Easy. I just say I grow up so if you are
okay.
It's that make us say there is no time limit. That is me. If the person is falling within your principles in ADR, why not? I don't know also delay. So I'm falling within it. Now easy change 4 years, 5 years. Now still the person is not falling within your way. Why do you still have to still keep the person around you?
Okay.
They make out mass. Meanwhile, the right person no cry is still looking around this individual. Are just waiting for you to go off and then you understand my point.
Okay.
And for me, if you have your principle, unless you are somebody who is not principled, you have no principles, you have no criteria, only what exactly you are looking for in a man or a woman. For you, you just jump into anything in skirt or anything in trousers, then you go. That's a different ball game.
Okay.
But if you think you have principles, you are from a home, nurtured, and what principles are, the person doesn't match it. And you could be in a kit will be night that one now or China and tea. Now, we are then, a friend saying you are still delaying. No, let it go.
Mikawano. Said your car say, Unhuni panona said, ye be or opera, obey me. And then I worry in terms of may example, Madame Fubi and Oshia man be and already man, the opera bema huina and a man. Danny like he's a very nice man. A wabe pe man. It's a man trying to say oh ma, but only you. Madam for me believe yes because now na papa na training na say he's real. But Oshia no na onya abotre e ma no. Ne oni man chat or ho adako or baby test na say adentina. Or yeah, all over the husband sana. Unisa or your married man ana. Hey. Now Madam for man, they were planning to get married, but because of message they're buying. It's another you can't. I think say you can see everything about him. It's another forever something. But when who na say, me for instance, I can pretend sometimes. Oh, me pretend it good. Before me kasa roughly. And me pay diabo. Because or maybe or pay diabo or me can just say honey me pay diabo. Cause so abontin so ni be abeka no. Ebia na eho no unye hu ye. Enti no oba ware na se a. Oni no ya no be bodia but unye abotre estate na. Okay. On pay diabo ebia or pensa you can change the person. Into media still I stand for say yen date kakra na yen hu ansana ya worry
that scenario no my yes ebia fine papa na worry with the sumano but owoma and the one feeling sumana na mewa good inti se bi wo oba na obese open na se bi why gia tumuno. Definitely. Papa na nyo no kasa na ewo nkola no. Oni obi na ewo nkola na na go.
O se oni na yiri na jai. I'm about to talk worry.
Me develop a point. Me develop a point.
Okay.
Is a oni obi na ewo nkola no. Whether o me jai o me separate you. And I say e can say o me separate you. And I say whatever the relationship is, say omo crown pona. It's your duty as a lady, or even if it's a man, the other way around, crown pona, begin to know the family of the other party.
Okay.
Because bibi wo ho a, sa bibi say don't even fancy the family. E we bia asumasi, da be na ebe kwa ko hu maame ana se ebe ko fie. What am I say?
Okay.
Na which one am obi say o tu sa de no be o tu sheda no, yes, yeah, then you should begin to think twice. Say,
okay, we've been quiet.
Yeah, we've been quiet. But because oh, there be yanko, no, the okwa. It should tell you, say, if you cry now, no, or more, but he's no more interested. I be any family cry away, say, Unya, ya, where then, Ubijay. Oh,
okay.
Ain't he? Wona the pakoni edi sa ni odi sa suban ni di a kire wo.
Families bi wo ho e bi an fan say me na me koba be ma me ni me papa bi di. Man kwa ma omu didi.
Right.
Enti no me metimi a hye wo. Mama, me de obi ba ha o. Oba ka chen say me worry. Yes, e wo ho bebre, real fat. Mama can one can so who can wound so me ba no worry you. Oh, I say one can be can friend was so was that why are you wrong? It's no so no it me happens sir.
Beautiful. That is why until I start here make about principles, and the principles you don't pick them from the street, mostly you pick from your first environment where when you were born, your first cry, oh yeah, your home. That is where you pick your principles from.
Okay.
So if that's why mostly we share. I think there's a research to that effect. Broken homes, and it's like a chain. Okay. We should be worried. The home becomes broken.
Now it's a generation.
Generationally, it keeps going on. If you more be a polygamy home. You see it running through the family because it's a principle they picked from their first environment. Until when you go to that house, the father says, "Senior, okay, Makofio, Yajime fell also." What did I say? Basically,
okay.
Omo Jime fell also no. Along the line, one or two of them will have a conscience.
Okay.
They make out to myself. One or two of them will have a conscience. If it's because of material issues, and no tina omo ye fine. Say you wunipa now. You see, relationship and when they are all basically on maturity. You should be matured. A boy does not marry. I always say this. You understand? If you're a boy and you get married, you're not married. You understand? Okay. You should be matured. You should be matured minded before you go into it. And the wow corner age of first, so yes, as you be you know, they'll pamper you and those things.
Yeah.
You see, you can also pull a string one day and see the ripple effect. Just like she was saying that she can, you know, pull a string and find out what is happening to you, whether you'll be able to withstand. Say Avia, and I said the boom for him. What do I say?
Okay.
At the end of the day, Ube on Sionum in adverse effect, how are they going to react to you? In the other way, how are they reacting to you?
Okay.
And if the adverse effect is never, that whole reaction now. Should be able to one either tame them, okay, or avoid them because of you.
Okay.
They make out to so you see that's obey tame you and that's obey avoid you because of you. That it tells you how loyal she is to you, the individual. Because relationship, you know, is still for better. For worse. The same as marriage.
Okay. My money been so hard, you. Obo no manyo ne nete bia one na wo nkwada no kwa na waba se bi obehwe mo no asan kwa ne call ba ya obefa oh it's true.
Yes, obefa.
Yes weke e ka krebi anka my husband to be anka me jano me friend no sister bi akofa hello and the wife no kasa you abesi na wife no say onim no ba bia no de ne phone jano no ko ba bia aba no call aba no afa say the wife na kasa you so abra ni pe so wa onim say on worry it was anka sister otimi hwehwe we you say ampa e bi kra no or ye baby mama say the na wadi kan wona yes e bi won so abusafo nim say be me na ni nje aware no say the na wo kire mu no e was abusafo so eden a onya ya obegyae say wo ho
O baby ani said ya wo si fanasem. O baby o ha oba na kasa no obepe se obefa ne tra.
Okay.
O baby so o obepe se obeko deep inside it. Akon said ya wo ka say. Ebi ana ye ni baby mama ana enye ni bibia.
Okay. Enti open ade a wo pe de se wo hwehwe mahu die wo mu ana se wo jai pan e mu de
no ebe putting me off because me di kind bisao. Do you have a wife? Who said no? Uni nejai oh but uni nejai. Enti uni nejai na in the first place I am worrying which I'm in trad. I can't marry you. No.
But
it's me worry.
We have separation, You are married though. All right, legally. But you are separated, still living within the same environment. What do you say?
Okay.
And mostly, in that, say you be unfulfilled. Even though Kolao and say be a way I find we you chop money at all, and I say whatever I was the movement says chop money no can now yes. We at all. Na say obey, but say be a war bar no out. So I say.
Okay.
I think they do that to ensure say the relationship maybe gradually you can still come back. There will be a spark. Some also would decide say okay, any mama rent baby. Obi answer the baby. Exactly. Even though still legally you are married. In some jurisdiction, if separation lasts for a certain period of time, the marriage is naturally annulled. Say, you don't even need say you a court to tell you say it's annulled. I don't know whether it's 7 years or so. 7 years. I think in Ghana it's about 7 years. What do I say? Once you are separated for that long, uncle court and could divorce. But around that time, there had not been no friend saying no sexual intercourse. Only but in Kolani they find show man I say we any day. It's believed that the marriage is annulled. You see. It's when it comes to the issue where will be phone need that sort of thing. Yes, still they nya botre. Some you say open. That's who say the principles now we share and I said you always share what be me no na wo it's about taking your time. Take your time. Like I've said, go the next step beyond the fact that also with child control because or your wife na still no.
Say and on the basis we say Ushia Nipana, you still have to wait for some time.
The waiting for waiting for.
No, found train our bed train and trying to a chow with chow. And
to me Kobe and me being Pebema or Chantro.
Yeah, in an America say something attracted you to the other party. Obviously, whatever attracted you to the other party, if something that easily fades off. In the spur of the moment, it will fade off. Some you say makeup. Definitely one day. Okoro ko hu na nim na so na obeda pa ba ko so a. Cause dia ni ana say the chiba na say den. You understand where I'm coming from? So okay. Probably it was her physical appearance, beauty, it attracted you.
Okay.
If you are 90 years so there, it is inherent and yeah, until the person is as old as whatever and son if you are say oh you superman I say what do you say? So there are certain things which easily do not fade.
Okay.
But they may be fading in the shortest possible we are there be fade. It will go and then you begin to see the reactions. Okay. But that notwithstanding, ukom kakra, that's why I said let the person be a friend. Once attracted, wakum as a friend, the motive, at the other part, at the other end, onye sure. Even though we inquire, you took the person as a friend.
Okay.
What am I say? And gradually, friendship develops with time. And once, like I said, the other person, unknowingly, any who did certain in Komobi, or any maybe without even you realizing, or not because no crowd realizing, but say, or yes, some things be. What do I say? Obi or look, or the anniversary for Munia Martinez in the Mwedi. Now, dream man who say, oh, this Abranti, and I say, will wait me a proposal to me tomorrow, and I say, whatever.
Okay.
What do I say? So basically, your approach, if it is a friendship, it helps. What do I say? A friendship, it helps. A lot of things begin to unfold. And I make I say, when they begin to unfold, and it falls in line with your principles, you don't waste time. Because such a person is like a jewel. They come once in the period. When you lose such a person, forget. You such a person bill. But maybe you'll be so tired. So what do I say?
Okay.
Na first person also ebi munya I didn't know ebi munya amu se munya.
Oh, every man there might be anywhere who a jewel winya we say no we there Debbie.
But why is it that ye dey sa jewelry ni mamwa you mutimi handle na we jama na kwawie no na ho no na mu interest.
Okay, let me say this. Some women, or let me say quite a lot of women, think that they can trap men with sex. Forget it.
Oh, no dear.
No, to say yes anyway.
Forget it. A man sees sex as pleasure and leisure. What a man needs most is respect. Always go, when he's go, on a formal, what he can more. Respect. When you give a man respect, whatever you want, when he be cry, he goes heaven and earth to get it for you. Women, in a way, invariably give sex as a show of love.
Oh yeah, they any
Okay. Women give sex as a show of love. But the challenge they don't realize, you see, because you see that dichotomy is there. Say Beman is not seeing the act as such. Or no say pleasure. No. So when a woman gives her all, na be saba like it be and papa move papa say they feel the pinch. They feel used or something like that. Like they feel that something has left them.
Yeah.
You understand that? I normally advise the young ladies this way, that in the early attraction, once the attraction starts, friendship begins. The immediate thing that mostly comes is lust. Between a male and a female, lust. And mostly it's on the part of the guys. The guy will want to immediately just take off your panty. Woman an inch, he will do it. But if you stand on your toes and you are principled, like I said, you see, you stand on that ground, say, Debbie. So you see the relationship purely platonic. Once that young man will begin to reform. Ubebu. No, this lady is a different lady. Crowd. If you call no, Charlie, no, he thinks that every lady is the same way. You get it?
Okay.
Then you begin to have a different thought about you. Then you begin to now realize that let me take it step by step. Give that respect to that person. Now it will be reciprocal. You move. You get whatever you want. Okay.
There may be so what. You can give your all. If I seek a same home or do the like, why would you say you are married material to him? Still, and so many. Yes. And so many. Who say you within the classes?
No, you see, but like I said, I go so if some of these red flags, you would have seen them. Look, if the person is your friend, if I said, "Dear, I'm not by madam," all right, they don't know what is at the back of my mind. So what do I say? You visit me, I visit you, we go out, we have fun. Probably maybe I'm a wife cracker only that sort of thing. Yeah, you don't know what I have at the back of my mind. They make out to myself.
Okay.
Because you know my wife and I say some close friends are around me. Also, you feel free. You super feel free. You do a lot of things. So if ever say I'm a smoker, but I hide and smoke, and I sniff, but I hide and do those things. Some traces of me and certain friends I may nominate those things, but it should begin to tell you the caliber of person I am.
Okay.
And also, can I say you are wrong? Because many gangsters are not. I know everything about gangster life, but
you don't do
I am not a gangster.
Like they say, show me your friend, and I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you.
Ebi money sebi ashawofo. Ebi krani sebi ashawofo na that them. But e dran ajo omukoja no so akoye any business. E wo
ho. You see, sebi. That bit of yes, equally. I have friends who smoke like something, drink like something. I might not do them. But you see, there are certain traits you pick. Oh no more. Who smoke you? All right, but you know the life of a smoker. You know the life of a drug addict, basically. And he said, "Who a drug addict?" Na say your friend is because when you be there are certain things you begin to do. Share, me a rowdy, obi a rowdy, but you pick the rowdiness. You understand where I'm coming from? You pick the rowdiness. You don't need to go and sniff to be rowdy. Let me count to myself. Maybe I can naturally, we are calm, cool, and collected. That's what I must say. Say be only a shower for another. I dare say, Papa, I'm about a home matching. Your slave queens in the cacao. But we are also in your view. But there are some things you pick. What are the things you pick? You like it to pick flashy stuff, the way they dress, or maybe a demanding kakra, the way they talk even on phone to certain guys,
that
how they want to take some money.
That is when you psych your mind to that.
You see,
so we are wondering
psychologically. You see, psychologists will always tell you. The psychologists always tell you.
Okay.
Sir, once you live within a certain environment within a certain period of time, you pick certain traits.
Okay.
What they are saying, you pick certain traits. And by all means, in the group where you find yourself for a long period,
okay. Yen na Madam Wase, and you know my home. Bibia she only nipa net na chill one na antena anche and maybe a person there why do says I do in person me ho a eh den a obehu sha ye wi hon maka credit foot be ba nemo ye hwe sister we so issue na afi ye mfa nwuma adwumadie no entwa to ye sister ye married woman but na oni obi etwem na ansana oba no ko outside ntina ye na adwe say e bia nipa no nyam bae nti also no nso o movie on enti amono nso nya be ma wodo no motemu ase na otina ware asia abum wanya call ono number of fire ni guy ya omagye ya woko outside ana wa friend ni say wa baga no no be obi one ne be nantenance no so say dem ma ware o ma yo obi dia ono so we found all friends be kan okra na e okay eni yakọ ya hye ya boro omo wo hono ma woni be ti omo na sese omo di omo ho dada de ehye ma che kokra obi a waware a oni obi pie keke wo hwe nso a osi ne kunu ma ne kwa ma ne yedi opa bia waware de ba obi a o hane me ni we kwa otaba okay obetimi akọ o madam for free haba mpese me ni ko chi kakra obetimi akọ sisi a ye style issue ni say be meyi wawie do omo ye omo pam ho che so omo nim de ye genti adada de enche na aka bom se magnet no bre yi ko na so sister yi ase ne ho dododo no na nsen ya afi oko hospital a issue wo ni say enyenyi nsen kra wonya HIV na be ma ni ko wi enso ne kru na da be de wo honom na wo hwa enye ni kru na wo bi but do free outside there no and I de buy yes sister says here onye de
medically we your friend say on so I test ni bi and we your friend discordant results
doctor for them bro free there asem kra
ne a friend say be man ni bi ni kunu no at the moment it has not been found say bi owo but ono oba no and wakwa no say she has it. When it comes to some of these things, even though you are couples, but you are individuals.
Okay.
All right? Your medical challenges and everything, it's your own individual prerogative. I'll be decided, say, when the other party may want to say otherwise. Once you can protect from it. The other bit also, mostly, they want to, the counselors will tell you, say, your best bet is what to relay the news to Mukafo, because B better than Mukam.
Okay.
Now, because you want to protect him from waiting to know, person be back one so now the issues and the best advice will be to inform the counselor, not the counselor named Frey. The Kuno. No more fun to any. Look, it is. And the risk factor on the husband is high.
Okay.
Every man the time to determine say Obinya and I say Onya. And mostly a memano the chances of getting it are very low. Yes, because of the way Sebi Obama eating, unless all bruises on the Bema, and then the cost of the act, friend is saying how Obenya that a. But if the woman is also fairly, if in the course of the act, the woman is fairly wet, and there isn't friction, the chances are very, very slim. It doesn't mean that you have to go and risk anyway. It doesn't mean you have to go and risk.
Okay.
So for me, it's simple, even though it's difficult, but it's simple. On any counselor, your counsel they say or breaking news in the channel. Say on friend no need in this ankta not quickly. Almost a year into year. If they see it early, the husband can be protected in a way. Months of medications be what we call prophylaxis at some point in time. Like viral load the man. Yes, exactly.
Our go
sometimes
it's a matter of our go is our any
sometimes a bit near because the baby knows at the moment he may be and I will be it will offer free because mostly when it comes to that through sexual even though there are other means of getting it though all right but through sexual intercourse into a back sa a I think even though our jai bit near but the man has no choice where they are why your risk is high inti say ubenya bi kra later cramp na and so why you musa na bata ho sa na mo be ade it's as simple as that.
Okay.
So I think that should be the route rather than say she will be brooding rather than no e be man immunity I think eswati
okay
esotia yare ni be didi ni mo cry even faster than
Atiasi mirasi dia yes sister you onye de ondo zan ko sesa na nema akokra on bo be ma na amane kra sese ni si be man be wanu wa park ko
send your yes answer no person okum be man because o catch na same way be kra or hard na ye be boa na I think it's better than say na be fa na be ko say still a problem no is still the same into months say na most of we na mo drink say mo be separate here mo betimi
okay
when
Atiasi afi yan hwe yan fambra ye dada sitina mo so oni obi atena mo ja nipa na tukwan aba no. How do you get rid of such people? Because bra you okoba ye me hu ne say enye say omona fofa na say kakra bi test the honoma I'm going to mean friend okra say waba Ghana enti e wo say omukochi anase bibi akofa sade we nyina ba enti nipa bi say no say na etimi eyi wo mu free abrabo ma e man nkofa ha we nsam bro bi fufuro
Sanko eya na e man ankasa e bi mu sometimes me nti ase because nipa uni ne wo ho e na woko until okwa then he's gone. Money the only te ha cry go we say. Oh, there be
suitcase about.
Na unim omo yes ha de no so okodru ha won frɛ wo. Obesi o man. Hello mabo. Now is you the lady should be smart. You need to be nasan your man e say o my way. Sisi yes. Sisi akaye boga forcing omo. Wow, 18 I was saying when I would take you time to like try time so or friend one men far like blocking no
or background fan
or friend quite any one said because oko dey oko and so
Matthias Edinburgh show said them they can be say no they can grab back one.
Yes, I think say obia you should know your self-worth. To your ba and I even bear my criteria to know. Your ba and I bear my
Okay.
now need more self-worth. Some of these things you can easily avoid them. Yes, on a never with two coin. One fraud so many years. Waba Obai what you are worried on. You are happy. You see, just a call. Meet me, whatever. Come with friends. Obviously, see, once you've had whatever with that person, traces will be there. Only your soft spots are okohope. You'll be weak. Whether you're Bema or you're bow, anyone who knows your soft spot. Oko 1, 2, 3, you'll be weak. You see? So, anywhere in your time. Okay. And I'm a boy. Why don't you avoid it? If you know your self-worth, as Messi, Mate. You know, just nicely, Mate Ebeshia. That's all. You block the line. That's it.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Now you've damaged your future, your family, your kids, if you have any. The family is gone, basically. You see. So my advice is, all of us.
Okay.
We should learn to know our self-worth. So that we can avoid some of these things.
Okay.
Because if you know your self-worth, that's it.
Alright. In the year, Papa, you and your man, she say, yeah, Trebia, and I said, Neman Kitibia, and Yenny Bearman, who dear, oh, Nebi, say, oh, yeah, so grow more and then to me found.
Okay, let me just be explaining Vivika clearly. Mostly, if a man right after sex, no way in bruises if there was no friction, but well lubricated woman. Right after sex, not so okojon so but me wash it through very fast. So I say, and you know, infections are difficult say bema beden. Ebenya. Beba bema who are easily pronounced. Bema uhu nentem esini oba. Infection to be sure oba who check. As compared to Bema. Bema de buy ya well, and Bema can also equally avoid it better than a woman. So once a way if you find so when your bruises there, the chances are slim, but still there is risk. Okay, so man some time they will do the test, give some time. And repeat a couple of times to determine say so then we can say clear discordant results. No me advise you so better the ombe that's obey use a condom or the woman will use the female condom or whatever. Exactly.
Okay. That's now usha wa warning dear wa pomode sense some dear sister the chances so betimi atena check akra no e wo high and say
to be frank,
when you one dear.
To be frank, now HIV to say those days when it was, even though it's still scary though, and even now I think the recent Sentinel survey, you know, the young ones can't put any anymore. Because you see, we are beginning to gradually take things for granted. Say, kind of say, I say, oh, in say, not first you do the rope, and you know, a very, what I say, I say, young you see a young girl with about 3 or 4 men. They say, oh, Mr. Uchia, the auto ne deba ni jewelry man.
Yeah, wig no.
The hand wig. Inti ope wig no afrel, no better. Ope we are no better. Exactly, and all these people are having sexual relationship with this particular person. You get it? And even it's not even the young, even some married women are doing the same. Because they think their husbands are not giving them what they are due. It's they kind of saying, cost of living, living standards are very high, so they need others to support that living standard. You understand? That's why I say if you know your self-worth, there are certain things you will try as much as possible.
Exactly. No, I don't know. Na wo de ne de wo fam kakra echen we ye dwuma de ni na ye de ba wi ye futuo ben nkomo mienu a ye di nyina no ye futuo ben ane ye de ma ye nua ma no ne mema ma omo wa bonte.
Okay, futuo kakra me de be ma me meka ema ne part because ema no na say ha dream
mema no so kakra ema no bi say mema no omo ko babo sia de koto jeans ne cake any top the best yempe omo wi ana afi atwafa
so mano na ye shia mema na mumma ye ninda ho ye njai iPhones ne mepewe ni pane de wako big location into office eno ani ono ni pane ni dressing like otebrofo no it was so we share ni inner part no so okita kuma pa oyobi a wotema oyobi owo odo ye nim sa nyama ne de here ne say honey bone straight honey white girls like well it na ye nya mema na yen hwe omo subaini ye na sisi a mema no maba no mo na mabonte dodo na ye Rastafarian
right fake na say ye akwaye ti mema no ka hwe mo akon oni bi kra na enema obeye de abe attractive de obeye de abeje wadwen de abeje wadwen tro you said do I can't get to a virtual so a footwear.
Simple. I think I will say it for both parties. Which will be look beyond today. Look beyond today and let your previous guide you. Because so person in here we are also say unenable bra and bra now obebono and yet just a short period of the it's basically till death do you part. Okay. Inti bra ben or person heading unenable. Okay. If you don't share a vision with your man or your woman, then that means you're always on a parallel course. As I even in concerning your common goal, you don't have it.
Okay.
Because Bemane dream say, okay, you sit down say, Obana do say me trade say. But Sanka doing the trade no. A common goal like both parties, you know, we imagine say that trade now. You realize that the focus is from both of you. You put your all in it. And the crapun always the foundation of communication in the home, mostly. So a dynamos here, when you say Munia say dynamo, it becomes the basis for communication in the home. But maybe person me sit down, maybe say me a trade. Okay, go ahead, do your trade. Okay, go ahead, do it's you dying. When I come, what do you mean with say dine because me know this angle mono. Because me also bad me with say and then at the then. If you should share a common vision when you share a common vision with your partner, you'll be surprised. Say, no matter how difficult the times will be, when you prepare, you're always able to surmount your difficulties. But if you don't, crazy pay, but you know, yes, but you know this year, because we want on pay, I want you. But only they share the same goal. Onim said there be. I want you to buy because in your says can you share her? Or what you do? She'll be ready, or he'll be ready to ensure say you scale that hurdle and move to the next step. That's all.
That's it. Ya family so bibi a wo hwen so afa ne de ebeboa yen papa. Ogu a bechi
Oh well,
cha girlfriends no oyere
my girlfriends no. Girlfriends no more doors. My wife got on my girlfriends no more doors.
Hey. I can say and then you may chia munina. Sani abeka na chia munina obia ajeso e de amaye. Obo on mo becha na dia.
Me pese me na makwenya we so e de chia group captain Augustine Kwabna Mensa. And me ankasa me madam auntie peace I fe ba ko pe and your chair me juma no. And me baze Babel. Any me money na me lovely clients me dom pa.
Okay, me dama se you me so me boy na bibia etimi akoye e de amaye show no e de abanawie ye sori na de aka so ato aso e de amawo na enwume me mpeni for amene wo mo atwitwe enkomo no eye di ya odo eye beautician and afensu owurajo na amawo no so eye fertility expert ombeboa e madwumede na timi akoye wo muzi ye kan odo asem ne mum ode apomodin kakra title a ofa ebeboa wa brabo a oboni titi ni bra bronye hebogas no mu ba obehwe ko airport plane na besi si wonu manya asem ketu akra wo maba na wo komu so mo pe na wo pe no obenye mo na okwa me obidoba de bre me amemi ntime nhwe e ma bibia e ma wo he me ni ba okwa na me de ama ento bibia enhwe ne ebra ye bedi Xmas na bibia etimi akoyie na enche mo mo de mo numbers atudwa na wo a opese ofre wo mo se de nya apomuden eyi wa ha se de nim se ne amafo be fre the girls no ye be friend too na fancy yakọ beautician and so on mako sisi yanim de kai ka ho nyina e woni nche na bibia etimi akoye e de amamede ni obidoba nana akua adomanwumre me producer nana kwakudi ladies and gentlemen president ofi ha say and I'm executive producer Mr. Kwaku Hans no mu tu no ejina tro no mu ye gboza minim de wo mo te ye me wi amene wo mo e wo bi kan Bunny e wa ha say churches so e wa so bibia o hwe no asida enko emfa emano na mpa mo che mo numbers no na afi yenye na yen sorry.
Okay, my number is 0262 137 339.
Okay. But you see suma me
0262 137 339.
Okay. Me da say girls no mamu ko friend na aju pacho wa ware ni ring no ha dia o number no.
Okay. Me so over at Dia Beauty Salon, yeah, all kinds of hair, all the latest hairstyle, frontal installation, closure. Mention them. Yeah, Nina, me so your number, your DH my 020-225-9973.
Okay.
020-225-9973. And I say over TikTok at Dia Beauty Salon. Ubehu yensa no wo.
Okay, me da say. Mema no betimi afre number we, but we dey mpacho. Mo friend papa. Me do bibia se nwumre oje show no eto ne sere so na yenyina ye hwe na bibia etimi akoyi Mr. Ejei Bedu o asama kese wa send me screenshot a wo hwe wa share nsamo na fofo asida enconfirm asa bibia okan wa hwe Facebook nso ye da wase papa ye besa ahie bi oni ahwe de dapon so a yene ya bedwafo na afensu ya hwefo eba abeche ye sorry the Xmas na adru no minima bedwafo na butu de ma on se hwe ho su ye wo hwe ho su ya ade a obenyini na wache